and shoot something up, or I mean, there's no that is not a defense amount of ammunition and stuff. That is an attack amount of ammunition.
Lewis has 2 pending gun cases. He's facing up to 90 years behind bars. If convicted for this, his bond was set at $1 million. Students in St. Joseph are mourning the loss of a classmate who died in a car crash. 17-year-old Nadira Edwards died yesterday. Sheriff's office says Edwards stopped at a stop sign, then went through the intersection. A dump truck couldn't stop and hit the car. 2 people were in the truck. They weren't hurt. Edwards was a senior at St. Joseph Ogden High School. The principal says they only have half of their kids at school on any given day right now. And in times like this, that's difficult.
We only have about half of our kids here on a given day. With that, we can't all be together face to face and have the conversations and really be able to wrap our arms around each other and truly begin that grieving process like we're used to as human beings.
Deputies are still investigating the crash. The principal says they do have social workers at school, and they are trying to do everything they can to let students know they have support available. A man from Decatur is dead after a crash happened last night west of Monticello on I-72. State police say the 42-year-old was going west when his car went off the road and flipped. He was taken to the hospital where he died. His name has not been released. The state revealed who will get the first doses of the COVID vaccine. It'll go to hospital and healthcare workers in the 50 counties with the highest death rates per capita. Now, that is when the vaccines arrive, likely later this month. In central Illinois, that includes Ford, Coles, and Shelby counties. Champaign, Douglas, Piatt, and Vermilion counties do not appear among the first to receive those doses. Now, to see this complete list, you can check out our website, wcia.com. Let's take a look at today's COVID-19 numbers now. There are more than 10,000 new cases in the state. A bit of good news, positivity rate has fallen to 12.1%, but more than 5,400 people in the state are hospitalized with COVID-19. In central Illinois, ICU beds are filling up. 88% of ICU beds in Region 3, West Central Illinois, are filled. There were 20 beds available as of midnight. In Region 6, East Central Illinois, 76% of beds were being used, with 39 available. 123 more people have died. That includes 23 from Central Illinois. There have been nearly 13,000 COVID-related deaths since this pandemic began. The University of Illinois system surpassed a testing milestone this week. Among its 3 campuses, it's completed 1 million rapid saliva-based tests since August. University officials say the milestone reflects the innovative testing and monitoring programs at the 3 universities. UIC accounts for the vast majority of tests, with more than 930,000 completed as of yesterday. Its 7-day positivity rate has held at less than 0.5%. This morning, the U of I chancellor released a plan to address issues related to the chief and to move away from the imagery. The university is offering students who belong to any federally recognized tribe in the country the same rate of tuition as an in-state student. They're also focusing on strengthening their partnership with the tribes and nations who lived on the land before the university was built. As for the chief, the chancellor says it's more important to explore ways to truly embrace Native American culture.
And I can't do anything about those that want to continue to hold on to that legacy, but I have a responsibility for the institution's perspective on this. And our perspective is to truly honor Native American heritage and culture.
Additionally, the university is looking to revamp its curriculum for American Indian Studies by hiring new professors, as well as coordinating with the new student council to come up with new traditions for the student body. The Macon County Sheriff's Office says it's made improvements to provide better service for the community. The sheriff says since 2019 fiscal year, they've added more than $1 million to the county's general fund. That's helped reduce the deficit. Through a grant, they were able to buy more equipment for deputies, including new vests and weapons. The sheriff says those purchases were made without using taxpayer dollars.
To let them know that we're being fiscally responsible. We're not just looking at it because it's taxpayers' dollars. We could just go and just spend. We have to, be responsible for what we do.
They're also putting in more effort to improve their staff through training and building community relationships. City of Champaign is being recognized for its inclusivity. It received the 2nd highest score in the state on the Human Rights Campaign's 2020 Municipality Equality Index. That measures the inclusivity of a city's laws, policies, and services for the LGBTQ community. Champaign's score was 84, up from last year. The index analyzed more than 500 cities, 9 in Illinois. The national average, 64. We have new information on the future of a movie theater. The Savoy 16 in Savoy will be opening again under a new owner. It's now owned by Phoenix Theaters Entertainment. Savoy 16 used to be under Goodrich Quality Theaters, but that company filed for bankruptcy in February. No word on a reopening date. Some weekend activities are now off the table, which Park District won't be holding indoor activities this month. Plus, her community is calling her an angel. How a woman is making sure families in need have a Merry Christmas. And the Illini won't be hitting the court tomorrow why their game against UT Austin is no longer happening.
Live from your local news leader, Jessica Coons, Paul Cicchini, Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty and Brett Behrens on sports. You're watching WCIA 3 News at 10.
Closures have become common during the pandemic, and that means some things won't be opening for a while. Drivers' services facilities statewide will remain closed into January. Secretary of State says in-person transactions won't be available until at least January 4th. But some facilities will be open for new drivers. Expirations for driver's licenses and ID cards have been extended until June 1st. Online services have also been expanded during this time. For more information, visit WCIA.com. Several weekend activities are also unavailable. The Urbana Park District is extending its suspension of indoor activities through December 27th. Indoor fitness programs at the Phillips Recreation Center won't be available. Indoor lap swim, water exercises, and swim team at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center are suspended. Indoor facility rentals also are not available. The Macon County Conservation District says the Rock Springs Nature Center will be closed until January 1st. All public programs and events are suspended until that time. All conservation areas are still open to the public. They want to help control the spread of COVID-19. And Kevin, I would say we are doing our part, properly socially distanced
Yeah,
here.
we got this going on. It just shows the expense. I want to show off the toys. See, there's toys everywhere.
You
can see them now.
everywhere. And every time I think we step in the studio, there
Are more.
Yes.
Yes.
I think we have more in the other room, too. So
And
there will
yeah.
probably be
There'll be more next week.
on Monday.
And you guys can keep adding to those.
That's the goal.
At her as well here a week from today. All right, let's get you a nice little recap here of today, where that high temperature topped out at around 49 degrees. That felt good, didn't it? Yeah. But it's about to get cooler for us as we head into the rest of the weekend. We'll talk about that and the chance for some flurries when we come back.
Now Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Kevin Lighty.
We debuted this tonight at 6 o'clock. We call it our Friday night Christmas lights, and we are asking you guys to submit your Christmas light displays from your home, not just, the ones that, the cities or villages put on, but we want the ones that you have at your own house. And then we're going to go out each week and select one to feature with our Sky 3 drone, as you can see from above. Love it, love it. Look at all those great Christmas decorations there. So again, we're going to do this each Friday night. So if you'd like to submit your Christmas display decorations, all you've got to do is drop us a line on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and then we will choose one of those light displays each Friday night. So we encourage you to do that. We've already got several of them sent in to us, but if you've got a nice light display like that, similar to that, go ahead and submit yours, and we'll see what we got for next week. I can tell you this, if you haven't put your lights up yet, this is a great weekend to do it. Things are looking good. A little chilly out there. We're in the upper 20s now, and we're going to be down into the mid-20s for overnight lows, but overall, it's looking pretty good. Let's do some water towers in Mansfield, a high of 42, sunshine. Your Saturday's looking good up in Donovan, high around 41, and plenty of sunshine around Arcola tomorrow. Again, it's cooler, though. That's the thing. Today, we were 50 degrees. We're going to shave off, 7 or 8 degrees there for your high. And then on Sunday, believe it or not, there's a chance for a few flurries around. It's not much. You can see on the future track, okay, there's a little blue speck there. It's really not going to be a whole lot, but we did want to mention it because the models are hinting at maybe a little bit of it, but nothing major expected. Nothing major all week, as a matter of fact. So if you're getting those packages delivered, those Christmas gifts and whatnot, or just ordering the, typical groceries or something, chance of wet packages are 0%, and we're looking good. Let's show you where the temperatures go here. This is a map that shows above or below normal. So red is going to be above. This gray is normal, and that's where we are for the next several days here into Monday, Tuesday. But as we hit Wednesday, we're going to be nearly 11 degrees above average. You can see that red coming in here. That is going to bring about some very mild weather. High pressure in control and looking good. It is next weekend when we may finally get a little bit of rain to enter into the area. But before then, things are going to continue to stay dry. 26 tonight. We'll see 42 degrees for tomorrow on a mostly sunny and cooler day. As always, you can download our WCI3 weather app. You can get it for free. All you got to do is search for WCI3 weather. Anytime you're on the go, it'll be right there waiting for you. Also waiting for you right now is your 7-day forecast. There's your flurries on Sunday. Here comes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Toys for Tots. 53 degrees. Wow, that's going to feel nice. So we encourage you to come on out and help us out, of course, to add in to all the toys that are added. We actually have to pick up all these toys and then add them to everything that's outside once Thursday comes around. But anything you drop off, we'll take.
Absolutely. Jacob and I were talking at 9. The temperature on Thursday is one less excuse to come out.
To not get out, because there's no rain, there's no snow, there's nothing like that. So, and you can do it socially distant. We've got a real good setup in our back parking lot, so hope to see you Thursday.
But we also said we're probably going to pay for this nice weather.
Oh, it'll change. Yeah, January, look out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Kevin, thanks. Well, let's take a look at our bright spot tonight. It's all about the lights. Sierra sent us this. She says it's Octavia's first time seeing Christmas lights, and it looks like they have her full attention. Of course, we want to see your pictures and videos. Email us or send them on Facebook. We'll have a post at the top of our page for you to share what you are seeing. A woman is helping struggling families this holiday season what she's collecting ahead of Christmas. Plus this.
We also have the problem that there are less people able to donate.
It's been a tough year for many groups, including Toys for Tots. How you can help them make sure kids have presents under the tree.
The news continues here on WCIA3, your local news leader.
A woman in Broadlands is helping her community have the best Christmas they can. Pam Probst organized a drive and is collecting whatever people say they need. She says she posted in a Facebook group asking if anyone needs help for Christmas. She's collected these clothes and coats to help out. On top of that, she also got a gift card for a woman asking for help with groceries. She says it makes it worth it when she sees the looks on the kids' faces when they open their gifts. The Champaign County Toys for Tots is facing several challenges providing gifts for families. The director says they've noticed an increased need for help. They normally have about 150 drop-off locations. Due to COVID-19, they were only able to have about a dozen places with boxes. There have also been other struggles, too.
We also have the problem that there are less people able to donate because the business owners that had their businesses impacted are no longer able to give because the revenue streams have been cut significantly.
They're hoping people who can help will. There are several ways for people to donate or drop off a toy. You can go to our website for more information about how to give. But here are a couple ways. Next Thursday, we're hosting our annual Toys for Tots Drive. You can bring a new unwrapped toy, or you can make a cash donation to help a child in need. We'll be in our back parking lot off South Randolph Street. We'll also be in Danville at Crossroads Christian Church on North Vermilion. The drive will run from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and as Kevin mentioned, it'll be 53 degrees that day. Can't beat it. One thing you can beat, if you get a chance, is COVID, because it is messing up everything, including Illini basketball.
Yeah, it was too good to be true. We couldn't have basketball and football in the same day. Basketball game schedule changing as is, plus it's already changed the Illinois football schedule as well, but they'll be back at home tomorrow. We got details coming up next.
From the official television station of Illini Sports, this is WCIA3 Sports and your Illini Nation.
Us in the Pac-12 are the only teams testing every day. It's scary as hell.
And that just goes to show how fragile this basketball season will be. You never know when COVID might hit. The Illini feeling the effects of that right now. They won't be playing UT Martin tomorrow after the Skyhawks saw positive test results on their team. Head coach Brad Underwood says they won't bring in another opponent. It's too short notice the day before tip-off, and they don't want to risk hosting a team that isn't up to par with the Big Ten standards.
We knew there would be some hiccups along the way, and realistically, this will not be the last one. So we'll move forward. Disappointed that we don't get to play, but again, that's this season and some of the challenges that come with that.
Now, Underwood said they're thinking of adding another conference opponent to reach the max number of games that they can play. The Illini will face Duke in their next one. They play them on Tuesday in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Missouri is after that. Game time was announced today. They tip off at 7 for the annual Bragging Rights game. Big Ten football also experiencing their fair share of COVID outbreaks. Illinois with a small one several weeks ago after Brandon Peters was one of the 2 guys that tested positive. Tomorrow, the Illini play the Hawkeyes, and Peters is bringing a whole new meaning to homecoming. It'll be his first at Memorial Stadium this season. He missed the first 2 home games due to COVID, and then the Ohio State game got canceled, but he said that the U of I saliva test could have helped dodge a major outbreak within the program.
When I tested positive on the Thursday, and I went back the next day and did the swab, I was actually negative. I was negative both days on the swab when I had tested positive for the saliva. So I think if it was never for the saliva, I would have been positive, playing a football game.
No guarantees if tomorrow will be Peters' last game at Memorial Stadium. The Illini will be celebrating Senior Day, but with the NCAA granting an extra season to all athletes, we may see some of these guys come back. But it's still a significant game for head coach Lovie Smith and his first recruiting class, who have yet to see a win against the Hawkeyes.
There's some things that we haven't accomplished. This group has not accomplished. Our next 2 opponents we haven't beaten in our time together here. So this week it'll be neat to acknowledge them, but the way we can really send them off the right way is to get them their first win against Iowa.
The Hawkeyes have a 4-game win streak over the Illini. Kickoff is at 2:30 at Memorial Stadium, and we have plenty to break down tomorrow in the Your Illini Nation pregame show. You can join me, Brett Behrens, and Jeremy Werner as we preview the matchup at 1:30 on our digital platforms. The last time the Hawkeyes played at Memorial Stadium, can you guess the score?
I don't really want to.
It wasn't really good. It was 63-0, so you can only go up from there.
You'd like to think so, right?
Right.
Yeah, hopefully they do play better.
We'll see.
All right, Marley, thanks. We'll be right back.
Sunshine over the next several days. A few flurries going to be possible as we head into the day on Sunday. Otherwise, next week looks good with, again, you guessed it, more sunshine. There's that 53 we keep talking about for Thursday with the Toys for Tots. Looking good there. So again, no major weather issues here anytime soon.
There's a lot of sun on the 7-day.
Plenty of sunshine there and looking good. It's a little cooler this weekend than what we had today, but it is still going to be pretty nice.
Good football weather.
Absolutely. I'll be here in the studio, but Fred will be out of the game at the end.
That's all right. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. See you tomorrow.